The units of measure. One descriptive phrase for this part is the reconciled space-time archetypical geometries, so that the space-time is 4 dimensions, and these units of measure will use these length and seconds as the primitive units of measure. Now the aspects of physics are in 2 tables for these units of measure, and they're based on the mass equals area theory. And then the gravity continuum is one table, electromagnetic continuum is another table. Finally, we'll talk about the electric field and the H field, the magnetic field intensity, and these are archetypical in that the electric field gives acceleration and the H magnetic field gives a velocity, and it's about relative velocity of electrons and protons. So the B field is lines per second, lines of flux. And per second is also shared by the ohm, which is the unpairings per second. So as an electron goes through a solid material, it will become paired with a certain molecule and unpaired. And the more unpairings it happens per second, the more resistance it has. So let's take a look at the actual tables now. We'll look up close at these here, starting right now. Table for the gravity continuum. The rows have meters to the minus third power. Another row is meters to the minus 2, meters to the minus 1, 0, etc. So each of these rows has another power of the meters of length. Now these columns have seconds to the first power, 0, and seconds to the minus 1 power, and minus 2, 3, and 4 over there. So that the mass equals area, therefore, means it has seconds to the 0 power is mass, and meters to the second power is for mass. And we see that energy is then force times distance. So we go down 1 for distance. Meters to the third in force, meters to the fourth power for energy. And other things like the shape of things has 0 length and 0 seconds for units of measure. That'll be explained later. But it's mostly important for the electricity continuum, where the Henry is seconds to the 0 power, and Henry is the meters to the 0 power. So that it's just a shape with no dimensions to its units of measure. And then this also shows the Coulomb is square meters here, and that the joules is shown here as being right next to Planck's constant, which is joule seconds. So we see the seconds to the minus 1 is not the seconds to the minus 2 of the joule. So this is all available for you to look at later on at the website here, fcgravity.blogspot.com. FC stands for Fusion Continuum. Thank you very much.